Hello everyone. We have started new video series on the topic cell cycle. In my last video, I discussed about the checkpoints. These are the sites which are present in the eukaryotic cell which decide or which evaluate the accurate progress of the cell through different phases of the cell cycle. Actually, these are the sites where the progress of the previous phase activity is evaluated. There are three different type of checkpoint which is present in the eukaryotic cell cycle. They are first, which is present in the G1 and S phase border, and this checkpoint is called as G1 checkpoint, also called as restriction site in the mammalian cell or start point in the yeast cell. Now the next checkpoint is present in the border of G2 and M phase, and this checkpoint ensures that the defective or damaged DNA cell do not enter in the M phase, while the last checkpoint is present in the metaphase of the M phase in eukaryotic cell. This checkpoint is also called as spindle fiber checkpoint. Okay, so in my last lecture, I discussed in detail about the different type of processes or the activities which are take place in the G1 checkpoint. There are three different processes which generally occur in the G1 checkpoint, like here DNA damage is evaluated. Then this is the site where protein enzymes or ATP present in the cell is checked, and this is the site which is generally regulated by cyclin dependent kinase 2 and cyclin E protein. So this is the regulatory protein complex which actually ensure the G1 to S movement of the cell. Okay, that means if cell want to transfer from G1 to S phase, in that case the activity of cyclin dependent kinase and cyclin E protein is essential, and we have also seen the pathway by which the activity of this complex is regulated. Okay, so if in the G1 checkpoint it is found that cell do not have proper DNA content or cell have damaged DNA, in that case this complex get inhibited. Okay, and the progress of the cell cycle from G1 to S phase is halted or restricted. So this is the function of G1 checkpoint. Now in this lecture I am going to focus on next checkpoint, which is G2 checkpoint. Okay, this is the checkpoint which is present at the border of G2 and M phase. There are few important functions which is carried out by G2 checkpoint, like this is the site where the DNA is scanned for any type of damage. Okay, and G2 checkpoint also ensure that the replication which is take place in the S phase take place properly. Okay, that means we know that S phase is the site where chromosome number get doubled. Okay, cell synthesize exact copy of the genome, and the newly synthesized DNA must have to be similar with the old copy of the genome. So the similarity of the old and new genome is checked at G2 checkpoint. This point also ensure the tubulin protein synthesis occur correct during the G2 phase. Okay, we know that tubulin protein is required for the synthesis of spindle fiber, which is required in the meta or anaphase of the M phase. So three important function of the G2 checkpoint is: number one, DNA damage evaluation; number two, replication process evaluation; while number three is tubulin protein checking. Okay, cell must have tubulin protein sufficient amount so that when cell enter from G2 to M phase, now the protein can be used for synthesis of spindle fiber required in the anaphase of the M phase. Okay, now in this video I am mainly going to focus on how exactly G2 checkpoint ensure that unreplicated or damaged DNA cell do not enter into M phase. Okay, that means the progress of the cell is restricted or halted at this site. Okay, and this has happened due to this G2 checkpoint. And in the G2 checkpoint, main enzyme work is cyclin B CDK1 enzyme complex. Okay, this is the complex of cyclin dependent kinase 1 enzyme, and as name itself suggests, this CDK1 enzyme require help of cyclin B protein. Okay, so cyclin B protein is nothing but the activator protein for CDK1 enzyme. So when this CDK1 enzyme combined with the cyclin B complex, this is the major complex required for G2 checkpoint. This complex ensure that correct or the cell which have normal amount of DNA, normal amount of different type of protein can enter from G2 to M phase. So the migration or the movement of cell is mainly controlled by CDK1 and cyclin B complex. Okay, but this complex is generally present in inactive form inside the cell. And why this complex is inactive? Because V1 protein, this is the protein which phosphorylate, this protein add or transfer phosphate group on the cyclin B CDK complex. Here you can see the phosphate group. And due to phosphorylation of this complex by V1 enzyme, the complex get inactivated. Okay, actually tyrosine and threonine amino acid is present in the active site of cyclin dependent kinase 1 enzyme, and this amino acid is phosphorylated by V1 protein. Okay, and due to this phosphorylation of the cyclin B CDK1 complex, this complex get inactivated, and inactive complex cannot catalyze the successful transition of cell from G2 to M phase. If cell want to enter from G2 to M phase, okay, cell have to cross this checkpoint, and if cell want to cross this checkpoint, in that case this enzyme complex must be active. Okay, but it is inactive due to phosphorylation by V1 complex. Okay, so why this complex is required in active form? Okay, because this is the major enzyme which catalyze the transition. Okay, and now the removal of this phosphate is important, which is catalyzed by another enzyme CDC25. This is the protein or the enzyme which remove phosphate group from the cyclin B CDK complex, and after removal of the phosphate from this complex, the enzyme get activated, and now this enzyme can work in the G2 checkpoint, and now cell can easily transfer from G2 to M phase. Okay, so inactive complex is converted into active complex by CDC25 by removing phosphate. This is phosphatase enzyme. Okay, now what happened if in the G2 phase cell have damaged DNA or unreplicated DNA due to faulty S phase? Okay, that means if the cell have damaged DNA due to mutation or replication process is not occur properly during the S phase, if both this condition is present, in that case now the G2 checkpoint going to halt or arrest the movement of cell. And how exactly this happened? Due to DNA damage or unreplicated DNA, ATR protein which is present in the cell cytoplasm get activated. Okay, this is the protein which is present in inactive form, but due to DNA damage, once this protein reach to the damaged site, the protein get phosphorylated. That means phosphate group is attached to this protein and the protein get activated. And now this activated ATR protein going to activate CHK1 or CHK2. There are two different type of enzymes. CHK1 or CHK2 is present in the cytoplasm in inactive form. Okay, this is inactive form. But the activated ATR protein will going to activate CHK1 or 2 by phosphorylation. Here you can see phosphate group. And now this phosphorylated CHK1 or 2 play important role of phosphorylation of CDC25. Unphosphorylated form of CDC25 is active form. But when due to DNA damage this pathway occur, now this activated CHK enzyme will going to phosphorylate CDC25, and due to phosphorylation, now this enzyme no longer remain active. And why this happened? Because due to phosphorylation, now this enzyme will going to bind to another enzyme, cytoskeleton enzyme called 1433, and now this enzyme or this protein get attached with the phosphorylated form of CDC25 and new complex is produced. The complex has CDC25 and 1433, and this is the inactive complex. That means after binding with the 1433, CDC25 remain in inactive stage. Okay, and now due to inactivation of the CDC25, no enzyme is available for dephosphorylation of this complex. That means due to inactivation of CDC25 by CHK1 due to DNA damage, the cyclin B CDK1 complex will going to remain in inactive form. And due to inactivation of this complex, now no longer cell have the enzyme required for transfer from G2 to M phase. That means due to inactivation of this and major complex, now cell will going to remain longer time in the G2 phase. Okay. Once this happened, cell activates its DNA damage repair mechanism. And after that, once this DNA damage is repaired, ATR will going to inactivate, then CHK1 will going to inactivate, which will going to activate CDC25. This CDC25 will going to unphosphorylate this complex, which will going to activate CDK1, and now this enzyme will going to work in the G2 checkpoint, and now cell can easily transfer from G2 to M phase. Okay, so this is the actual mechanism or actual pathway by which G2 checkpoint ensure that abnormal cell cannot move from G2 to M phase. Okay, once cell get green signal from G2 checkpoint, okay, now cell enter into the M phase where last checkpoint work, the point or the checkpoint is present in the metaphase. So this point is also called as M checkpoint or spindle assembly checkpoint. In my next video, I am going to discuss about the checkpoint number 3 and its mechanism in detail. Thank you.